614 Startups Nation, this is Elio Harmon again, and I'm very, very excited to have a Columbus, Ohio-based startup, ETHEX, and we're going to talk about something that I'm learning something about today, which is the world of crypto. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you doing?
All right, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, I'm Dan Walton, one of the co-founders of ETHEX Software, and we're based here in Columbus, Ohio, doing all the software engineering work, and been having a great time in this amazing startup community and meeting amazing people out here.
Okay. So what is the layman's definition of crypto? And then please tell us what Ethereum is.
Right. Ethereum is a programmable blockchain, so it allows you to program money. And when doing that, you can do a lot of really amazing things. So you can sort of get people to collaborate and work together in ways. You can get people to unlock resources that they wouldn't otherwise do. There's a whole amazing financial world built into the Ethereum blockchain. And so it's a really exciting time for blockchains. And there's a lot of new companies and new projects working to build on top of it.
Mm-hmm. So I understand that your product plugs into that, right? It is a platform that allows you to do some innovation within Ethereum itself. So how does your product plug into it?
Right, so our product is what's called a distributed application, or a DApp, and it runs directly on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So we don't have a server or anything like that. You just run the software and it connects to the blockchain, and it allows you to trade digital assets that are inside that system. So if the asset might allow you to rent disk space, or it might allow you to buy graphics rendering time, or it might allow you to place bets on outcomes of future events. And all of that happens within the blockchain. Our software allows you to trade those digital assets. And we never take ownership of them. You always hold them, and they trade directly out of your wallet.
So cryptos, I mean, it can get confusing for people who don't understand just the foundational basic of what it's trying to accomplish, but it's an agreement between people to accept a certain kind of currency for payment, which is what we do with money. Is that generally what it is?
Yeah, I mean, what we're dealing with is innovations on money. We're dealing with innovations on financial systems and innovations on human agreements. And that's what blockchains are trying to accomplish. They're trying to get people to work together in new ways. And it's not just money, but that's part of it. It's also voting. It's also different types of collaboration. So all of this is happening in the blockchain. And it's sort of a new type of sort of political data structure. It's not any one thing. There's a lot of ideas going on, and it's a super exciting space.
I understand now. So for your business entering a space that's relatively new, what is your go-to-market strategy? What is the feedback that you're getting from people who are already using crypto generally, and what's the value add for using your system?
So our go-to-market strategy is to emphasize these new digital assets that are being traded on our platform. So we tell stories about how you can, as I said, rent out your disk space or place a bet on an outcome. And we tell stories about how those things work and what they actually do and what's actually happening on the blockchain. So rather than talk about like some great new opportunity to get in on the ground floor of some crazy financial thing, we talk more about what people are actually doing, what they're accomplishing, and what's happening. And in doing that, they find out about our trading platform. So we focus on utility, we focus on life stories, and that's our sort of go-to-market strategy, is to sort of humanize all this stuff, because it is very difficult to understand.
Yeah. I understand completely. So people, if you're here locally and you have an interest in crypto or Bitcoin or any questions like that, I think Dan is really establishing himself as a go-to to be able to answer some of those questions, and his company is trying to build a platform to really grow on the back of this movement that we understand is the future, but may not be at scale right now. So the company is ETHEX, spelled ETHEX. Check him out online and learn more about his company. Thank you, Dan.
Hey, thanks so much.